one leg, two legs, one leg. And there's a couple of ways to get into it, and I can show you a couple of modifications. The easiest way, I think, and I can't remember if I've explained this already, so forgive me. When I've talked a little bit about the chair, sometimes the thing that is hard is that, you know, when we've done things, sometimes the thing that's hard is the pressure it puts on your core muscle, because if you are sort of right here and you lift your feet up, you're basically in an ab crunch. Yeah? So to make it life easier on yourself, I always recommend if you're going to do a little leg trick, come to the front of your chair sort of as much as you can. And for a fan kick, I'll show you for why, but I really like coming a little bit to the side of my chair. So my bum's almost hanging off it, but it's not going to fall off, okay? And that is just because it gives me an option to lean back a little bit, so I'm taking a little bit of that crunch out. And I'm just making life easy on myself. I'm also giving my legs more space to go, because again, they're not crunched up here quite as tightly. Okay, so the one thing is you're not going to fall off, and if you do, the ground is only there. It'll just be a bit embarrassing, so don't worry. The first way I like to start is to really grab onto the back of my chair, and this is why we do the tricep things, because we really want to use a bit of our arm muscles, again, just to take it off, for me anyway, take it off my stomach so much. So we grab the back of the chair, and you can just practice lifting your knees up. Okay, so just to get a bit of a sense of what it's like to be lifted. Okay, yeah, and see, and just that little bit of tension, and then really practice, I guess, gripping in with the arms so that they're helping you. Because for me anyway, if I did that about 8 times, I'd keel over. So the arms are a really good, little lever. Okay, so for our fan kick, we want to go front leg. So right leg, right leg drops, left leg lands. And you'll probably one way will be easier for you as well. So you're basically going right, one leg, two legs, one leg, two legs. So you're going one at a time, both together, one at a time, and we cross. So use your arms for support. Now lift your right leg up and start to kick it over. So imagine you're Jane Fonda, in a Jane Fonda workout. So you're going to go up like you're drawing on the ceiling around. Left leg comes off, drop the right leg down, cross it over, and then you have a rest. So give it a go, but you can, and also, so you know I'm not talking shit, come to the front of your chair for a minute and sit a bit further back. Now go right leg, left leg. Like, see how that is so much harder, unless I find that so much harder because I'm so much more crunched up here, whereas I find when I'm here, it's like I'm a little bit more relaxed. So grab yourself, right, left stays, cross.
Can you do a quick one like you were going to do?
Yes, so if you want to, also yes, good point, it's much easier if you go quicker. Okay, or there. So the quicker you go, you can also keep your legs bent, and again, if you go quickly, it's all fooling the eye. So you could just go there, it's just quick. Yeah, so don't have to have your legs straight. Yes, Julia, yes, that was great. It's just speed momentum too. And the other thing you can also do, if you're okay to be on the floor, is you can practice on the floor, like, because you can get your back down, so you can practice going over and over. Because you can lie on your back, you're not in that crunch. So it does make it a bit easier for you. So if you're sort of like, I'm getting confused, my legs are getting, it's like patting my head and rubbing my tummy, get on the floor and give it a go. So grab on, we'll try the other side in a minute. Grab on, come to the front of your seat, lean back a little bit. Now lift right leg, left leg, and cross, and then push yourself back up so you come into a little sexy cross leg. And then you have a rest. You never do that with like 4 of them because it's too tiring. Okay? And try to be quicker, because again, that's easier. Yes, so good. It's like just whiplash. Now, if you do find that we get into a routine, we do something like that, and you're like, oh my God, I just don't want to do it today. Today is not my fan kick day. Your alternative is always just to lift your leg up and cross. Okay, so instead of you just miss that bit, well, actually your first alternative is to just go bent legs and a bit lower. Your other option is to go boom, boom, and use the same amount of time and get yourself into a leg cross. So you could go from here, 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 and you end up in the same place. The main thing isn't to have a sad look on your face like, oh, I didn't get that trick 100%. You know, you're like, bang, bang, yes. Okay? Come to the other side because you might have one side better. So remember, use your arms for a bit of support. Take the weight off your core. Come forward a bit. Yes. Lift your legs. Have a little practice. And then maybe try onto the right. Yes! So trying left leg, right leg, crosses. This is my less good side, I've got to say. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Liz, amazing. And so just use that bit of force from your arms to help speed propel you over. So good, okay? Give it a go, coming from the front, just so that we can say we've done it. And like it's a good practice. So take your right leg to cross it sort of on the angle. Over, over, down, cross. Now go left. Yes. And go quick. 1. Oh, you guys are nailing that. That's actually way harder. So I'll tell you what, yeah, aside from, I think it's easier, I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, I think it is easier coming in from this angle and just leaning back a bit more. It's also, do like dancing there, do a jazz split. Dancing, close your body. Yeah, jazz split. So a jazz split, so a normal split, a normal split, I'm not very good, but say a normal split is where you come straight down, right? A jazz split is where you've got the back knee here. To the audience, they look almost identical. You go like that. Yeah. You come in from like that angle, and you go like that. They all go in on the splits. And you sort of have, but you sort of fool in the eye, and that's why I also like coming on the angle, because it makes it look like your legs more stretched out than you actually do. So here, it's very obvious that my legs are this height. But we've done this with leg splits before, and it's like my legs at that height from this angle look a lot higher. So I've got them about the same height, but if I tip my body, it looks more impressive. So that's a lie, but it's a good one, you know? So yeah, up to you, but it's good to practice them from the front because that's just good for your confidence. And also just good for practicing using your arms to hold you, you know, so you're not just dumping into your core, because you'll get the shakes at some point. You know, I'll get the shakes there. So if you use those arms a little bit to hold you, that's a good practice. So we can also try a little snazzy entry into the fan kick, so we're not just going fling out. Let's try a cool little entry. So come to the left side of your chair to start with. So we're going to turn into our chair. So if you watch for a second and then join, just so we don't cramp our necks. We're going to turn into our chair. We turn away, so we're going to sit down. And as we sit, we lift, we kick, and finish. So we go in, out, down. That's the best way to think about it. In, out, down, and we keep that momentum going. And again, it's that little eye fool, because you just, ooh, what's she doing? Yeah? try going step, in, down, kick, around. Yes! Try it again and I'll show you one more progression. We're going to go in, out, down, around. The other thing you can do is once you've crossed your legs, you can, or once you've finished your fan kick, instead of finishing with the leg on top, you could go out, out, down, and roll yourself up. So it would be like a little whirl. What was that? That was so cool. But you've done it so quickly. It's like the little trick. Yeah, it's just a little trick. Okay, so go in, out, down, legs closed. Oh, amazing. Now try it from the other side. I'm probably going to fall on my face because this is my bad side. So I'm turning in, out, down, around. Yeah, that was my absolutely, that was my, yeah, that was. Let's do the other side again. Give it a fair go. Okay, poor left side. In, out, down, around, out. Yes. And it's just going quickly. If you struggle, try with bent legs. So try the left side again if you want. Try the bent legs and see if that just helps you a bit more. So in, out, down, bend, go. And no one knew I did bent legs then. No one will know. There you go, lazy girl's fan kick. I know. Okay, so that's a cool little party trick. Cool little dramatic entrance into your desk. Into a meeting. I'm ready. So that's right. So the other one I'm going to teach you how to do is, we've done a lot of work sitting the chair this way. I thought it would be good to rotate the chair and practice straddling it the other way, and we can take it potentially with an extension. So at the moment, just turn your chair to the front, so the back of it's facing the front. And we've practiced, sitting on a chair so this way. We can practice straddling it very Backstreet Boys of us. We do that like this. It does feel like a real 90s photo shoot. So you don't need to kick your leg a particular height, but what you can do is use the back of your chair to just help you over. So I would come in, grab the back as I bend and straddle my seat, and then I can use those little figure eights, those little snake hips, so that I'm sitting down softly, not going, yeah. Okay, so you try that, use the back of the chair for a bit of support, grab, straddle, roll down, or you could even just lower down really nicely. Just give yourself, just go slow, so it's like you're doing a really nice plie or wiggle. Your other option is to use only one hand on the chair to kick your leg up, so your back leg up, and extend it out and slide down. So really the only difference is the extension of the leg. So you're doing a little bit of a kick around, just a little bit of a kick over. So you have to stand a little bit further back of your chair. You pick your leg up, straighten, lean, roll down. And you end up a little bit to the back edge of your chair, so my bum's off a little bit. Okay, and they're pretty much the same one, you just get a little bit of a leg extension on it. Okay. The other difference you can do, if you wanted, is with the leg extension, you could come there and you could come into a bit of a lunge move or a little bit of a trace. And again, you've got the support of your chair. So you're not like you're doing a lunge standing up there. So you can practice going down, or you could go down the other leg. And some people find that's easier just than doing it standing straight. Okay, the one other move I wanted to show you is a version of a spreader, and we'll do it that way, so it's the spreader. So your legs are going to go like this, but this might be one you do want to practice at home. It's one that I sometimes like to spot, and I'm trying to think if this is going to be, I'm just going to come around the other way just so you can see me in the mirror, so just watch for a second. So imagine you come here, depends a bit on how high the back of your chair is too. But you can firstly, one thing you can just do is grab where we are, lift both our legs up. Yeah, we'll spread them, lean back. A little bit, lift our legs. Yeah, awful. Hurts your core. Okay, the other way to do that, lose the right arm, the right leg hooks over the back of your chair. Lose the leg and it kind of grabs on here or here. Left leg grabs up. You can slowly descend. Okay, you can pop one hand on the floor, the other hand on the floor, look back and spread. Okay, and then you can pop the legs down, pull up, or you can pop them back, up, and up. And I find the other way is, yes, explain. So it does depend on you, how comfortable you feel. I'm not going to be routine anytime soon, but it's something to show you. So you can do like just a little leg lift, and this is so good for your flex. It feels awful. So it's nice and free. It's like drinking a blue cherry shot or something. Nice and good for you. It tastes like absolute good. So just practice lifting now. And then if you feel up to it, try one leg, try two, and you'll know as you get to about here if you're feeling like, okay, if you can grab the floor, better. Yes, Kate. There. Lean, drop your head back. And then you'll know if you're feeling safe. Yes! Oh, Mum! Oh, that's okay. Fall not far away. And your arms are there to support you. Okay? So I'm not going to do it in the routine, but it's fun to practice. You can also grab one in your chair and you can just hang back. How's it going?
It's very 90s.
It's very 90s. You can also do a little bum action from here too.
What do you do in your routines if you're being really super professional?
Well, I don't do a chair dance on stage because it's too much. When looking at me, I don't do them on stage very often. Really, I might use like as a little prop. I've never done it before because it's just too exhausting. You guys do the chair routine as a group. It's like you really come off feeling really puffy and it's hard work. And I'm like, lazy. So I don't do floor work, but I've got to be in the right mood to do it. So I'll probably do one thing and use it more as like a vehicle to put my costumes on. Right. But yeah, exactly. So that's why it is hard. And I like to tire myself out so much. So I'm not a big person that comes off stage, like, because I'm quite a sweaty person. I'm the person that comes off and is like, pooling sweat on the audience. I'm just looking at you like, yeah, I think this is a good one. I also really like the ones that we did at the start of our routine, the bend backs, because I just think you can make those look beautiful and really glamorous. And you can also, I think the lunges that you can do when you're on a chair, I just think you can do like one or two things if you're doing like a striptease or something, even at home, you can do one or two things and then you can walk off and add some other variety into it. I think that what is nice about a prop in a burlesque routine is it gives you something to do. If you sort of like do. Now I'm quite comfortable now just wandering around the stage. I've been performing for a long time. When I first started, every routine had a chair, had a fan, had something because I needed something to do. And it's really good from that point of view. It's not dancing. Don't be dancing all the time. And you get a nice sound shooting roll. That's very nice and there you go. Yes. So this one, I thought I'd show you. We won't do it in the routine. We might want to practice at home, but we will add these into our little routine, our little combinations, and we'll practice straightening the chair from this way because you can do really nice bum stuff. You can do really nice, just like a bum. It's a nice bum. It's like a really nice angle for that, and it's really nice because you can drop into things. Pop out. It's a nice transition and it also lets you do that little chair turn yeah, it's just a really nice transition. All right, so jump up, let's put some music on and we'll wind. We'll add our fan kick in, we'll add this little thing, and we'll add our little chair turn. So add that to all the stuff we already know. Okay, keep it all going. So nice and slow. But yeah, don't feel the pressure. Beautiful. Back a little bit. Alright, so let's just start with our nice, easy, but our grind. So just going, we know this. Nice and steady. And let's walk to the other side. That's practice transitioning. So go 8 to the left.